Hi, my name is Norma Strange, and I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I found here today at Slim and Fit. So we were reflecting on my transformation. Some of you may know this story, but I did start out in March of 2010. I was 225 pounds, 38% body fat, not pointed to a good direction. Had a lot of stress in my life and really just had done an awful lot for the world, but nothing really for myself. So as I engaged with Slim and Fit and Kathy and Chris Lombardo, I was able to choose to take control of my life back, learning how to think right, eat right, and then move better. I wasn't moving at all, so I was able to get an active lifestyle started. And over the course of just working with them for 7 months, I was able to transform everything I needed to put me on a better path. So in November, we hit the numbers that we were looking for, 160 pounds and about 17% body fat. So that put me on a better course for my future. And I've been celebrating that for the last few months. It's been fabulous. I've maintained. I've not had any kind of slipbacks or anything like that, because this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle choice. And so this will be for the rest of my life. I will continue to think the way I need to. I will eat the way that I need to, and I will be active and a productive person in life, because gone are those other days. So we were talking today here, and it's March of 2011, and we were doing some calculations with Chris and Kathy here at Slim and Fit. And it came up that my expectancy, my life expectancy when I previously met them, was calculated to be that I would live to be 74 years old, or 73 I think it was. It was far too short. Now consider that I'm 45 now, and those almost 30 years that I was going to be able to have in my previous state, those were going to be years of struggle, potentially diabetes and heart disease, because I had already seen some signs of that showing up. I hadn't been diagnosed with that, but I knew that I was pointed in the wrong direction. And from me, I saw symptoms, like when I leaned down to tie my shoes, I had to hold my breath. And when I walked upstairs, a flight of stairs or 2 flights of stairs, if I was talking, I actually had to, stop and get my breath. So I was seeing and sensing that there were things that were wrong and that weren't good for me. But I was carrying around 67 extra pounds that I didn't need, and that were actually causing me to live less of a life. So as I was calculating this expectancy we were looking at, we then went in and put in the numbers and all the things for where I am currently right now. And I was shocked. It was amazing, because the same test, looking at the difference of lifestyle choices that I've changed over the course of just working with Slim and Fit for a few months, was allowing me to be able to now have a life expectancy of 97. So 73 or 4 to 97. Amazing. You look at the extra amount of years there, but what it's not telling you, and what we were talking about afterwards, was the quality of life for that particular time. So now 97 years added on to my life expectancy here, being able to go to 97 from 45. I'm less than halfway where I need to be in my life. And imagine the quality of my life, of what activities I can now do. So some of you may not know this, but just in the 3 months here of 2011, I've hiked Squaw Peak 5 times, which is 1.2 miles up. I've hiked Camelback Mountain, which is one of the more rigorous hikes here in the Phoenix Metro Mountains. And then I've done a 5-mile run, and I've also climbed Papago and rappelled off of that as well. And some of you may say, well, I don't want to do that, but it's not about wanting to. It's about, I couldn't have done that last year. I wouldn't have been invited. I wouldn't have had the desire to do that. And I didn't have the physical stamina to even think that I could ever do that. And here, within just a short amount of time, a few months, I was able to do these things. What it brought to me was quality of life. I've got friends that are active, and we've got all kinds of things that are exciting coming up. We're going to be doing a run at the end of April, which is a obstacle course, going through the mud, over rock walls and different things, and through rope ladders and all that kind of stuff. I would never have chosen to do that in the past, because I didn't think I was capable of that. And so I wanted to just reflect for a minute of, imagine living a life to 70 some odd years versus 90, almost 100, because it was 97. I mean, that's almost 100 years. Imagine the difference of the quality of life. One was living just to barely get by, hardly existing. And the other one is a full and rich life. And the other thing you got to consider is, I look at it from the healthcare costs and the strain and stress of diabetes or heart disease, which was a certain point for me coming up on that in my former lifestyle. So imagine just, you've got the health risk, you've got the health burden, the financial component of that. You're not living the quality of life that you really should be and could be. And all it takes is a little bit of time to focus on getting your thoughts right, getting your eating right, and getting your moving right. It's not doing one of those things, it's doing all three of those things combined that Slim and Fit has brought to the Valley here. And that's the amazing secret. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And it's here for you to be able to take advantage so that you can turn around now and be able to be impactful to not only yourself and your family and your community, but you can be impactful to another generation. So in my life, my dad died at 60. He didn't get to walk me down the aisle when I got married. And it was unfortunate that his lifestyle choices actually, had him die at 60. Well, now I've made better choices and I'll be there until 97. So that means that I have the potential to now not only see my children's weddings, but potentially my grandchildren's weddings. And that's a cool thing to be able to see. I'm watching my mom, who's 80 years old, who's made better lifestyle choices than I had in the past. She's 80, and she's going to see her grandchildren get married. What a wonderful gift. There's nothing that I can explain that could be better than that. Not to mention the quality of life that you know that every day you can go and climb a mountain if you want to, or you can get in the car, or you can run a race, whatever it is that you need to do. That's what the beauty of this is. It's freedom, and it's empowerment, and it's here, and it's available. And that's the hardest thing for me to share with people is that it's waiting for you. What are you waiting for? And that's my question, is if you know someone that really needs help, or it's someone that maybe just needs to be more physically fit. It doesn't maybe even have anything to do with weight. It might just be that they're not really being good to themselves and they don't have a very strong stamina or frame of the way that they're built. Because we see a lot of people that we've met over the last year that it's not about pounds, it's about lifestyle. And that's really what the coolest thing is that Slim and Fit offers, is it gives you your life back and it helps you to then empower others. So thanks for taking a minute to look at this. And my question to you is, who do we need to meet? Who should we actually talk to? And I hope you'll bring them in here at Slim and Fit Arizona and bring them to Chris and Kathy, because they're really cool people. And they've got a really neat thing for people that are willing to choose themselves. So thank you.